What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today was the first day of Green Bay Packers training camp joint practice with the New England Patriots. They have another joint practice tomorrow ahead of their second preseason game against the Patriots this Saturday. So in this video, I have some highlights from the beginning portion of today's practice to react to and break down for you guys. And if you do happen to be a new viewer today and want more Packers news analysis and updates every single day, make sure to go down and click that subscribe button. I post all sorts of Packers content right here on this channel. So to stay in the loop throughout this entire offseason heading into the regular season, go down and click subscribe. So without further ado, let's bring up the highlight screen. And in this first clip, I do have a Patriots clip. It's Zeke Elliott, their new signing at running back. Going to be an interesting dynamic for them in that backfield with Stevenson and Zeke Elliott. I honestly didn't expect the Patriots to go out and sign someone like Zeke Elliott, but this is his first day practicing and it's in Green Bay. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. In this next clip, we have Rashawn Gary doing a warm-up drill. We saw Rashawn Gary return to practice a little over a week ago, and I kind of wanted to see how that would go for, the remainder of offseason, and it's gone good so far. There's been no setbacks. He obviously hasn't practiced in team sessions yet. Who knows if he will during any bit of training camp, maybe towards the end there. He's just been doing individual drills, but it's good that there's been no setbacks, and he hasn't sat out of any practice in terms of individual drills yet, and he's looking like he's on course to play week one. Now, if he does play in week one, how much will that be? I doubt it would be the regular snap share. He's at like 65%. I'm thinking more around that, like 30 to 35% snap share if he plays week one at all. But we see also Lucas Van Ness here doing the same drill. He's been getting a lot of starts at edge opposite Preston Smith, and I thought he's looked really good in training camp so far. Wasn't really on the stat sheet against the Bengals in the first preseason game, but he did have a few disruptions in the backfield. I want to see more of him in this Patriots preseason game, and then obviously going into the third week as well. Get him as many snaps as possible because the Packers are going to have to be rotating these guys around a lot if Rashawn Gary isn't 100% ready week one. Here we have some clips of Jordan Love warming up and throwing the football. I was really impressed from what I saw with Jordan Love in that first preseason game. Although it was just 2 drives, I really liked how he was ripping the ball, right? So in a lot of times we'll watch these practices and it seems like he's kind of just warming up, throwing the ball softly. It's not really his full velocity. In that preseason game, that was very different. I feel like Jordan Love was, putting full velocity behind that ball and being very decisive with where he was throwing. We see him throw to Romeo Doubs there. He threw to him a couple times in those 2 drives, including that awesome touchdown pass he had. And then we see here at the top of the screen throwing to Jaden Reed, who I also thought was very impressive in that preseason game. So we only saw limited of Jordan Love, Jaden Reed, Watson, and Doubs, but I was impressed with all of them. Although Jordan Love did miss Luke Musgrave across the middle, an overthrow, which has kind of been an issue for him in training camp so far, the overthrows. I liked the concept of the play. Jordan Love looking off the linebackers, allowing Musgrave to sneak behind them into a wide open zone. A lot of that was created by Jordan Love. He just needs to hit that throw. I'm not really too worried about it. I more so like the concept they ran with Musgrave, and they're going to be doing that a lot. And you see a play action drill here. They ran a lot of play action naked boots for Jordan Love in the first 2 series. And also with Sean Clifford, they ran that a lot. I think there's going to be a lot of play action for the Packers this year, and I really like that. If you can establish the run game very well, and even if you can't, play action, it statistically still works and still helps your offense, gives your quarterback more time. And Jordan Love rolling to his left, I feel like has looked really good this year, rolling out, throwing off platform, back foot type of throws, reminding me of an Aaron Rodgers type of throw. So I'm hoping maybe in this next preseason game or the third one, they give Jordan Love maybe a full quarter or something of that sort. I just want to see more of him, and hopefully he gets more experience before that week 1 game against the Bears. Here we have a clip of the wide receivers doing a ball security drill. We saw Christian Watson there, and here is Romeo Doubs, Alex Magoo throwing the football. I thought it was pretty crazy in that first preseason game to see Christian Watson burn DJ Turner, the rookie cornerback on the Bengals, who I think ran a 4.26. I think he's the fastest player in this draft, and he burned him up the left sideline. Now, Dax Hill made an amazing play on the ball. It was an awesome throw by Jordan Love as well, but Dax Hill just got there in the last second and batted it away. But that would have been a walk-in touchdown, and that says a lot for Christian Watson's ability to get downfield and burn fast players. If DJ Turner runs a 4.26 and Christian Watson burned him like that, that just shows his ability to release off the ball and create separation and then use his top-end speed to get open. So I actually have a couple 11v11 clips for the Packers defense, both of which featuring Jaire Alexander, who actually did return to team portions of practice today. At first, it looked like he wasn't going to, but then he came into team portions and later in practice and showed out. We could see him here breaking up a ball on the right sideline and talking trash after it as well. Jaire, man, is back. Here's the clip one more time. We see again it's 11v11s, which you're not supposed to film, but we have it here. We see Mac Jones take the snap, try to throw it over to the right side. Receiver slips a little bit, but Jaire is still there and gets his hand on the ball first. So nice to see him back at practice, and the foot injury clearly not an issue now. Here's another Jaire clip, a jump ball to, I believe, Juju in the back of the end zone. It looks like he caught it, but the ball ended up hitting the ground, and the ref ruled it incomplete. So again, Jaire breaking that up and talking smack in the back of the end zone. Love that guy. You know, he just brings that mentality even in a practice like this. You know, all the defensive backs got to bring that mentality, and you see him celebrating the back of the end zone there. So it's been really hard to throw in Jaire for both the Packers offense and clearly the Patriots offense. And man, oh man, do I have an awesome clip here. We have Jordan Love finding Christian Watson deep with Christian Gonzalez, the Patriots' first-round rookie cornerback, in coverage on a beautiful ball. Looks like on a deep post. Jordan Love finding Christian Watson for a would-be touchdown. We see Watson out of the slot there running that deep post. Nice pass protection and a really nice lofted ball for Watson right over that defender. And we all know Christian Watson, once the ball's in his hand, if there's any defender slightly behind him, he is going to race and beat him to the end zone. Love seeing this throw on film. I saw tweets about it, but I wanted to see it myself. Just saw it on Twitter, so obviously wanted to show you guys as well. Just a really nicely thrown ball. Love to Watson, that connection continuing. Here's a quick clip of Jordan Love lofting a ball to the left corner of the end zone and getting it right inside the net. I know Bears fans overreact on Justin Fields getting it in the net, so here's one of Jordan Love. Here's a clip of Packers rookie 7th-round wide receiver Grant DuBose, who returned to action a little over a week ago after not practicing up until that point. He's been getting a lot of praise from Matt LaFleur recently, and he's kind of jumped right onto the scene into that battle for wide receiver 5 and 6. I thought that might end up being too high of a hill for him to climb after being out for so long, but he jumped right into that group. Bo Melton was out today with a hamstring injury, so that's definitely going to hurt his stock for potentially making this roster. But Grant DuBose has looked really good. He's had a really good few days of practice this week, so hopefully he'll be ready to go against the Patriots this Saturday. He sat out against the Bengals. His back probably wasn't 100%, but he's looking really good here. I'm excited to see what he can bring as that, like, you know, prototypical outside type of wide receiver, physical jump ball type of guy. I just want to see him with the pads on in action against a real defense. Here's a clip of A.J. Dillon, and although he only carried the ball twice for 14 yards against the Bengals, which is a nice average, 7 yards per carry there, it is only two carries, so not much to go off of. But in my opinion, he looked more decisive with the ball in his hand, whereas last year it kind of seemed like Dillon sometimes ran into contact on purpose or didn't find the hole too well. I know, like I said, it was just 2 carries against the Bengals, but it seemed like he was just more decisive and a better vision. So I'm excited to see what A.J. Dillon has to bring in year 3. Here we have a clip of the Packers safeties doing some warm-up drills. There's John Owens and Darnell Savage. Then we see Rudy Ford and Tarvarius Moore. I think Moore got the start today opposite Darnell Savage. The Packers have been rotating these guys around a lot. Then we see Anthony Johnson Jr. and Donald Levitt. I believe Anthony Johnson Jr. has been also starting to get reps with the first team. So they are really rotating these guys around a lot, just trying to find the 2 best safeties. And going into the season, there still might be a rotation like that where we see, you know, Owens in on some plays, Moore in on some plays, and maybe even Anthony Johnson Jr. as like a run support role type of safety. They have a lot of safeties in that room, but no true like starters as of right now. I believe Darnell Savage will 100% start, and I thought Rudy Ford would 100% start, but he's kind of been rotated out a lot with Moore and Owens as of late. Here we have a clip of the star of training camp so far, rookie cornerback Carrington Valentine, who has shown up onto the scene as a 7th-round rookie and has been taking a lot of first-team reps with Jaire Alexander still out with that foot injury. He also didn't participate in team portions again today, Jaire, still doing individuals, but I don't think it's any concern. They're just not looking to rush him back, and when you're getting someone like Carrington Valentine, you know, valuable first-team snaps, that's a positive as well, and he's looked really, really good. Matt LaFleur even talked today a little bit about him, saying, you know, they might have to figure out how to get him on the field when regular season comes if he continues up this play. He's looked really, really good in training camp, has had multiple pick sixes in training camp, and I thought he looked excellent against the Bengals. He just has that swagger at cornerback, similar to Jaire Alexander. He was locking down the wide receivers in Cincinnati, had multiple pass breakups, had a couple nice tackles, had that deflected interception as well. I just want to see more Carrington Valentine. He's looked so good, and it may be another 7th-round steal by the Green Bay Packers. I feel like we've had a few of those cornerbacks in the past couple decades where, you know, they're 7th 7th round or undrafted free agents, and they just come right onto the scene and are starting and play really, really well. So the Packers cornerback room right now, in my opinion, is really loaded, and Eric Stokes isn't even back yet. You know, Keyshawn Nixon, nice slot cornerback there. Rasul Douglas has looked good in camp. We obviously know what we have in Jaire Alexander. Then we have someone like Carrington Valentine, who, as of right now, looks like he could be starter quality. And as I'm making this video, I just saw an update on Twitter that during team sessions, Mac Jones tried to throw a ball deep down the right sideline to Devontae Parker with Valentine in coverage, and it was blanket coverage, pass breakup, and it had no chance. So he's just continuing to perform super, super well. But that about does it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. But I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Pack Go.